Life and Lifestyle. Another market recap for today, Friday the 17th. Today was quad witching. It's a lot of up and down in the market. Today was another green day, so that makes 3 green days in a row technically, because this is the 4th day. The 3rd day was a break even, so I'm going to consider that green, because anything that's not red is green. So first thing first, going back to the Noir. I might be rocking this all week. I like this vibe. Get the merch. I got the hoodies, tank tops, and t-shirts. If you like to learn from who I learned from, get the stock market playlist, 30 resources for $30. Follow me on IG and Twitter. So, like I said, today was quad witching, so the market was up and down. I was done pretty early, and I learned 2 more things about my strategy. Number 1, I should let things go a little bit longer. I tend to cut out by 12. In the past few days, especially when the market's in a red zone, my trades have gone in my favor, if not more so in my favor, around power hour, which is between 3 and 4. So sometimes it may be more beneficial to hold the trade until 2 or 3 instead of cutting it by 12. And mainly that comes from letting the stop loss stay where it is. It's a 10% stop loss. It's a very tight stop loss, and it's been helping me maintain my losses to a minimum, so my wins are better. And by doing that, I'm noticing that if I just left it where it was and checked my trade maybe within an hour after I closed it, a lot of times I would have been up another 10 to 15%. So let's start off with trade number 1, Cisco. Cisco, I took a $56 put right around here for 26 bucks. I think I got in right around this part, and it reversed up, and it stayed up here for a while. I got nervous, and around here I just said, you know what, let me just close it, because the market was looking like it was going to go upward. So I closed it out here for a $3 loss. My only loss of the day, I think it's like 9%, 8% maybe. And that's another thing I need to add, is I am being more patient with my entries on some trades, but I'm also seeing that maybe, depending on the way the market's going, it'll be better for me to make my entry where my stop loss is. So instead of, get this trade at 26 bucks, put my price at 23, wait for it to bounce up, catch it on the bounce, and then get to take the entire ride down. Where even if I have, it's the same stop loss, it's the same $3 stop loss, but if it hits, it doesn't make me lose any more money, but it gives me a bigger upside. So I might actually add that element going forward, is I'll see a trade and I'll pick a price, and instead of just jumping in, especially if the market doesn't have a strong motion in one direction or another, instead of just jumping in, I'll put my price 10% behind where I would get in and let it come get me and then take me on the ride with it. So that's what happened here. So I got out right here for a $3 loss, and as you see, the market continue to turn, and then this is around 12 right here is where I'm usually done. And as you see right here, around 2:30, between 2 and 3, like I said, it hit an all-time low of 56.47. And right here, that same $26 call put would have been 35 bucks. So that was over 30%. That's like 40% right there. Then if I would have called it at 23, that's 50% right there. But I took a 10% loss. So that gives me a way to adapt my strategy. Second trade of the day, XOM. I think I had played XOM earlier in the week. I'm not sure, but I got into the put of XOM. Actually, I was looking for XOM to the call side, right here, but it reversed very quickly. If I just saw this coming, I could have got a put right here and took a beautiful ride all the way down. That beautiful death right there from the peak on down. And in the future, when I get good at reading charts better, I'll be able to catch these reverses, such as when space went from 24 to 28 and then went down to 22, I think. I caught it from 24 to 28, but if I would have knew better, I could have caught it from 28 down to 22 and got a double ride, which would have been beautiful for my portfolio, but I digress. So got into the put right here, followed it down and cut it right here for 16% from 32 to 37. Now, granted, it didn't really go too high. I mean, it went up here. I think it went to like 31, maybe 30 bucks. So my stop loss of 29 never got hit. Maybe it spiked right there, but I'm not sure. But I had already got out by then. I wanted to get it for. I wanted to sell it at 42, which would have been 30%. Didn't happen. So I get out for 16%, which is half of what I wanted. And then, as you see here, once again around 2:30, 3 o'clock, it tanks. Actually, this one tanked closer to 2 o'clock. Around 2 o'clock, it tanks. So I got out around 12:30, and around 1:30 to 2 o'clock, it hits an all-time low and hits the 30% I was looking for. So I could have just held this a bit longer, and it would have been that. And also, I could have set my entry point for 30 bucks or 29 bucks. Could have caught it right here and got 29 to 42. This was still a good trade. Only thing I would say is picking a better entry price and sticking to it may have came in my favor. I'm still in this trade. It doesn't really do much, but I got plenty of time on it, so we'll see. KMI, now this is the main one I didn't do right. I got into the put right around here. $16 put for 16 bucks. I got 3 of them. It was around 17 bucks, and I waited for it to come back. So that was a smart move. I got in at 16. With my stop loss at 14 bucks. It came down to here, and around here it was at like 18, 19 bucks. And I was like, okay, that's like 20% technically, but I wanted to go to at least 20 bucks. Then it came all the way back up, and it was showing a lot of strength up here. I was like, man, this is getting crazy, man. I don't want to lose on this trade. So I got out right here for break even 16 to 16. And I watched the trade for a re-entry, but I decided against it. I was like, man, I'm up. I got a good day. I'm pretty green in comparison to my other days. Let me just end the week good and stop being greedy. So I didn't take the trade. I watched it up here. It had got as low as the spread was 14.15. So I could have got it for 15 bucks, maybe 14 bucks if I had the price set early on. Now that was my stop loss. I got in at 16, my stop loss was 14, so I would have got stopped out if I held the trade. So I was like, well, at least I knew I would have got stopped out. But also taking into account my 10% entry pullback idea, if I made my entry 15 bucks, because originally it was 17 bucks. So if I made my entry 15 bucks with a stop loss at 13 bucks, it would have been the same trade. I would have got stopped out probably up here. But then as you see, this damn trade just died. And right here, it hit 20 bucks. So it would have been 16 to 20 or 15 to 20, which would be over 30%. And then it kept on going, and down here it was 26 bucks, which is 50%. So two or three trades today, had I gave myself my entry as my stop loss, then I would have been able to get a 50% return. But hey, you live and you learn. I didn't do that trade right either. Now this one, I just should have held on to it. I should have sold it here at $18.50 if I was going to sell it early to get a quick 15%, or I should have just held it. Because even if I lost it, I only would have lost $6. I still would have been green on the day. I just wouldn't have been as green. I wouldn't have been double-digit green. I was like really hoping to hold on to that. So, in SLB, I played SLB again. 27.50 put. I got in right here, right at the entry point. I caught this one pretty early on and rolled it down. Rolled it down to here. From 79 to around 89 to 90. It stayed around 89 for a while. Got as high as 87. And I was like, you know what? I did this yesterday with Facebook. I had a call. It went from 71 to 82. And I didn't sell it because I wanted it to go to 90. And then I ended up breaking even at 71. I was like, I will not do that again. So I said, you know, I'm going to sell it at 90. So it hit 90 right here. And then up here was like 86. Then it hit 90 again, went to 88, and then it hit 90 right here. And I said, you know what, I'm going to take it. I sold it at 91. And I was like, good trade. 15%. It went down here to 92. I was like, what's $1? Who cares? It went up here, and then it kind of died a little bit. But then it hit I was hoping for it to break 28. I had got out around 28.25, because the lowest it got was 28.19. So I just got out. I said, you know what, I'm going to just get out, call it a day. It's not going to break 28. What do you see right here? Between 2 and 3 o'clock, it actually hits 28 and completely rejects it, and then comes up to 28.50. So I would have lost it if I would have held it and not been watching around this time. But it did go as low as 95.96, which was 20%. So this trade was not necessarily as bad of a trade as the other ones, because I only missed out on like $3 or $4. Whereas with the other trades, I missed out on, you know, I only missed out on like 5%. Whereas the other trades, I missed out on 15 to 50%. This one, I just missed out on 5. I'm not tripping on that. So SLB was still a good trade, my best trade of the day. And that's what got me green. So all in all, I ended the day green. Man, playing the saxophone. Ended the day green, ended the day early. Had a wonderful weekend. I tried that new calzone pizza from Little Caesars. That shit was flame. I wanted to get that Detroit pizza from Pizza Hut, but they were sold out in my city for some damn reason. I digress. Watch list for Monday: General Mills, AG, Macy's, eBay, CVS, Rocket Mortgage, Neo, and then I have, that's all that came on my watch list was these 7. So I'm gonna add 4 reversal possibilities: Bank of America, Harmony, AGNC, and CAG. And that is everybody. I had intentions on catching up on my weekly recaps. I have like 5 weekly recaps to film and a monthly recap idea I had, and I've just been lazy as fuck and procrastinating my ass off. I just decided not to do it, but I'll do it eventually. One of these damn days, who knows? But anywho, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm probably gonna upload this shit late, because that's what I end up doing as well. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And how much time is left? 5 seconds. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday.